ghosts and the ghouls disturb you.
I'll see you soon.
I wanna play a game.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Good morning, YouTube. It's Josh from Nightmare Lake. Welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be doing just a quick hot take on a subject, and that is going to be requels versus reboots. And I want to know your thoughts and your opinions, so definitely leave me comments below because I'd love to chat about it. Now, going into this, I haven't been a huge fan of too many reboots. There's been like a few here and there that I'm like, okay, it was all right, like it wasn't the worst thing in the world that I've watched. But I think that now with the way that they're doing these requels, I really enjoy it. Now, that might just be me. Like, I enjoyed Scream 5 when it came out in 2022. Because you could see that it was like that, requel. So it was like that mix of that reboot, but all the characters and the stuff prior to was canon, and it was just like, I don't know, I really liked it. And I really liked, when Halloween 2018 came out, I really liked the route that they went with that, all this timeline that we knew, these separate Halloween timelines were erased, and then it picked up, as pretty much a sequel to the original. And, I think that they're onto something with that, because nobody really just loves reboots anymore. I know there's a handful that will die on that hill about reboots. I have a few friends like that there's so many reboots that they like, and it's just never done it for me. And I think there's real promise if you do it right with the requel ideas. I thought Scream 6, apart from my feelings on the ending exactly, which were mixed, was a really good, sequel to a requel. Sequel to a requel. Yeah. But like I said, that's just me. I feel like if, more franchises did that, instead of trying to every so often reboot it, like how they did Nightmare on Elm Street in 2010, there was elements of it that I liked, but overall wasn't strong. I wasn't sold on it. I really didn't like the look of Freddy Krueger. I liked some of the darker tone that it took to the film, and certain kills and things like that were good. But, wasn't really for me. Now, the Friday the 13th kind of reboot that they did in 2009, I believe, I really enjoyed that, which it almost felt like a requel, because it felt like, even though they kind of summarized, the events that happened in the first and the second in it, and then he finds his it went 1, 2, 3 all in one film, which I guess actually that doesn't make it a requel. It makes it a reboot. Sorry, I'm contemplating this as I'm saying it. I enjoyed that. That's an exception. One that I had kind of mixed feelings. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't I loved improvements that were made, but it wasn't oh my god, this reboot is the best, was My Bloody Valentine. So I'm really liking the idea of requels and what their potential could be. I know I'm going to probably receive a lot of hate for that, but, that's my opinion. You have your opinion. And that's what makes this world so great, is that we can all have our opinions, we can all be friends, we can all talk about it. But yeah, I'm excited to see if any other franchises pursue the requel route versus the reboot route, and just continue on that story while kind of giving it a soft reboot. I think it just has to have the right touches to succeed. So, I'm excited to see what else comes along, and see where the future of our cinema goes. I mean, I feel like, one last thing I kind of feel like with reboots is because, Hollywood runs out of ideas. No surprise there. They tend to run franchises into the ground and do all these reboots all the time. And, I'm cool with remakes too. That's like kind of like it's kind of similar to a reboot, but I don't know. I don't really consider, well, I guess they are. I guess they are one and the same almost. So there's like the Wolfman 2010. Aside from some CGI stuff, sorry, there's like bugs out here today. Aside from some of the CGI stuff that was like iffy, I really enjoyed the Wolfman, and I love the 2004 Dawn of the Dead. Dawn of the Dead. I don't know why I was thinking that I messed that up, but Dawn of the Dead. That is one of my favorites. It makes my top 10 list like all year round. It hasn't like fallen out of that list. So I guess there is like just a few reboots that I'm just like, those two are for sure are ones that I'm just like, yes. The rest, meh. Some of them are okay. Some are better than others. But yeah, sorry I'm ranting now. I used to have a little disclaimer in the beginning that used to say, warning, full of rambling and ranting may occur. Viewer discretion is advised, that kind of thing. It's true. I get on tangents and I kind of rant. Sometimes I just go in circles, and I know it. I'll admit to it. I'm the first one to admit to it. But, yeah, I appreciate you guys taking the moment to hang out with me this morning. It's a beautiful day out. It's been kind of hot lately. I hope you guys all have a great week. Have a killer Monday. I know it's like feels like the worst day of the week for most of us because, like we have the weekend and then it's like Monday rolls around and you dread it. You're feeling like Garfield. You hate it. But let's make it through it together and push on to the next weekend. That's all we can do. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, keep killing it out there, my friends. And just remember, don't get caught.